Hold on a second.
I'm
All right,
registered.
so we're good on both of them? Okay. All right, thank you guys. Bye. All right. I got another cut coming up, so I'll make this quick. Yeah. If you see what I have, what I made with my scanner, I have a separate one here with the H12 and D2,
Okay.
and then I just added the D1 and weekly. But I have the way I had it before. I had the H D2 H12, and then I had the 4 hour, 1 hour all the way down. I didn't have the daily and weekly, so I just added the daily and the weekly. But
Okay.
here I have everything. I have D2 H12, and so what I did to create this one, uh, indicator list.
So you have two,
What I,
you
what
drop it
what
twice. Okay.
yeah, what I did, I just used the 1 hour and the 4 hour,
Mhm.
and the settings will be 36, 324, and
Okay.
that gave me the 1 hour made the that made the 1 hour H12, and that made the 4 hour D2.
Okay. 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 Good. Very good. So, okay, I'm going to do that. And if I want to make, because we are looking the 10, H10, so I multiply by 10, right? Okay. Like this, I
No,
have the
I
H4 and
can't.
H10.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do the H10 because uh, I have to keep the multiplier the same. So that means the D2 won't be actually a D2. It'll be a little less than a D2.
But you can drop it a third time, an indicator, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna. The more you put it, the more
They're
it's gonna
lagging.
use up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna use up. Make I don't know. It may freeze your platform or not.
Okay.
So I'll keep it. Try to keep it minimized to two.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but H12 H12 is fine. D2. It's just overall picture of what the market is doing.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
now you could I could adjust it to a H10, but then this it'll make the D2 a little less, so it won't make that much of a difference. But I can play around. Once I adjust it, I'll let you know what I put on there.
okay. We
Uh,
have an entry in the pound yen and pound dollar going long. Are you agree with me or in the 1 minute?
uh, going
The one
long.
the 1 hour change color?
Uh, yes, the 1 hour is telling you is probably at the low of the session, and yeah, go to the 1 minute. I am on the 1 minute, and then you just gotta see.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, shit. Yeah, I got pretty high spreads, so I have to try to get good entries. Also, I'm not.
Okay.
So this is going to be a counter trend trade.
Right. So take some profit and get out.
Yeah, you can see the angle of this. This is a strong angle. So the momentum is still short. The 1 minute is trying to turn around.
So it would be better to stay away actually because it's not so high
Yeah,
probability.
Right.
yeah. Um, at least until this turns, the 1 hour gives more definite
Okay.
momentum because
Okay.
it changed here, but it just changed. So
Mm.
you're taking a risk uh, of it not going.
Mm.
You know, so now it turned blue. You see, Canada
Yeah.
now turned blue. I feel a little bit more comfortable.
Mm. Okay.
Started to take the trade in that direction. Now we kind of jumped the gun, assuming that it was going to turn with the momentum. You see, now it's shifting.
Yeah. So I'm going to set maybe 30 pips stop loss, and that's it.
Yeah,
Uh,
14.
yeah, 30 pips stop loss. 30 pips close all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You put a 30 pip stop loss.
Close, no, not 30 pips stop loss. When I up 30 pips, because I'm pound in
Uh-huh.
pound yen, one position, and pound dollar two position, but the overall is 30 pips. I have a panel to close all, to close when they get 30 pips.
Euro yen.
Or $500. Yeah, $500 also. I have to close. Maybe.
Euro yen was also a good trade too.
Yeah.
Actually turned blue over here. So you would have been up by 4 or 5 pips already. Yeah, so you have a yellow ball here.
Mhm.
This yellow ball is my 15-minute yellow ball.
Yeah.
So I'm on my 1 minute. I'm basically playing my 15-minute swings. So
Okay.
on my 1 minute, I will when I would take a trade, I want to see a yellow ball. So that's telling
Good.
me the 15 minute is we're getting ready to swing. So that means if I get like a one ball or two ball here, that's my 15 minute. Maybe making a retracement.
Mm.
After that, I don't use smaller balls because they will get you in trouble. And if you go to the 15 minute, if I go to my 15-minute chart, you can see where your balls fall in at the top. Uh,
I
you see
love
your
this
ball fall.
strategy. I love it.
You see your ball will fall in at the top of the range, at the bottom,
Mhm.
bottom, top. Go to the next day, you could see it came in at a ball in the London and reversed when you got another ball. Right here, the Asian session, you got a yellow ball and then another yellow ball on your 15. So if I'm on my 1 minute, I'm only playing from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. My 15-minute swings. So your 15-minute swings line up pretty good with your sessions.
Mhm. I took 70 pips.
Mm.
You said
That's
70?
great. 17, two position in the pound dollar, one position in the pound yen. Yeah,
Oh, wow. Good job, man.
that was fast.
Much, much better than yesterday, huh?
Much better.
Santiago, could you look at the gold? Because I'm still in it, hoping it will go down. Is there any?
Well, you can't, when you're trading Forex, you can't hope. Hope.
Yeah, because I
When
don't
you're
know.
hoping, when you're
It's
hoping
bad.
it's never gonna turn around.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
bad. It's bad signals.
I
Fast.
I don't have gold on this platform,
Oh, okay.
but when I look at gold, my 1 hour's already my 1 hour's already shifted direction to the upside.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
it's found as low for the it's found as low for the session right here. Or that sideways movement was all preparing for the low of the session, and then
Hmm.
it moved up. So the trade was actually maybe a small trade to the upside after the candles turned blue.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's right. I, I,
Let me get out of this thing. Get out of that.
Yeah, because the train is very heavy to the downside. Mm.
Yeah, I mean it could still move up, but I've already made most of my pips already for the day.
Okay, yeah, so do I. So do
I'm
I.
not trying to risk too much. It just right now it's just observing and see how we can,
Mm,
what would have been a better entry. What should we wait for?
right,
Now, after you get your pips, now you get your practice more in visualization without having the stress of being into a trade.
right.
Now you can practice your trades and say, okay, this coming off a low, I'm expecting a retracement, maybe a one or two ball before it comes back down. But this is gonna probably go into some kind of sideways movement until everything sets up to go short again.
Mm,
But the ideal situation is you get another yellow ball up here somewhere, maybe in the New York session, and then take another move down, which this is pretty much your first push down.
mm-hmm,
So you haven't even had a good retracement. So
right,
usually the market moves in threes,
right.
uh, like right here, one push, two push, three push.
Mm,
So this is pretty much your very first push, which was a big one.
mhm,
Now I'll be looking for some kind of retracement
right.
to set up for another push down, and well, it's still early in the New York, in the London, so
Mm,
we may just get it and continue.
right.
But this is just turning around too. So this is the D2, I think. Yeah, D2 is just getting turned. This is already active. Hold on. Oh, come Yeah, you just don't know what you're gonna get.
Mm,
Uh, when you have a strong trend, right? You may just get a lot of sideways movement in the London right now after that big move, and then they'll set up to maybe go short. So what I like to do is set my boundaries.
Mm.
This is the area where I may want to play around with. And if it goes up here and everything sets up
Okay.
to
You
go
go
short,
short.
then
Mm.
you can take it again.
Santiago, you're using a lot, but in expression recycle. Can you say something about it when you say 15 minutes recycle? What do you mean? No, 1 minute. I'm mostly on 1 minute.
Oh, just when if I'm looking at the 1 minute and
Mm-hmm.
I want everything to recycle again, that means everything needs to come back to red.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just waiting for everything to sync up again. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much what I'm trying to say. When I'm waiting for recycle, that means okay, this is put
Just to go up.
is in a pullback. Yeah, it's in a pullback. Now it needs
Mm-hmm.
everything to sync up again to go short again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's recycling. Everything is recycling to get back to new again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now during that recycle, you do have opportunities like you had a little small opportunity here for a few pips, but usually sometimes you get a nice move. It may continue to go up because this is a yellow ball. You expect another ball up here somewhere, but it's not a guarantee
Mm-hmm.
because the trend is still strong to the downside. So it's best since it's not a guarantee. It's best to just leave it alone until you
Mm-hmm.
get that guarantee to go short again.
Okay.
You see, this was the initial low of the London session right here.
Mm-hmm.
Found yet it it came in strong, 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 and it made here. This the first low, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but the 1 hour wasn't ready yet. The 30 minute was telling you it wanted to move up. So when this turned color, you see how the first initial gave you a better move up, and then this is the second low is kind of like stalling. Hold on a second, guys. AT&T Santiago.
Hello, sir Santiago. I think I got your one circuit in California.
Yeah, let me conference in my CO Tech. Hold on a second.
No, no worries. I already have the CO Tech on the other line, the
Oh,
so-called
okay.
backup line.
Oh, can you conference us in then?
Yeah, sure, sure. Check. Hello, Sir Miller. Yeah, I already have Santiago on the other line, so he will be working with us. Hello,
Uh,
Sir Santiago.
hey, how's it going? Hey, Miller, how's it going?
All right.
All right, so I guess whenever you guys ready, you can work it. Uh,
Okay. I'm seeing the circuit. Yeah, Sir Miller, I'm seeing the circuit down hard on our end, so you may go ahead whenever you're ready. But would you be able to provide me a loop?
sorry, guys. It's just
No problem. No
that's why it's
problem.
so hard for me to do this at
No
night, just
problem.
No,
after
no, it's
work. And
okay. It's okay.
It's
Don't worry.
okay.
uh, but yeah, that's what I mean when I recycling. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Okay.
you usually I like to see when it makes that first initial touch low.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see the 1 hour in conjunction with it.
Maybe
This
it was.
it-
Could be.
yeah, it wasn't the 1 hour wasn't ready. Well,
Mm, okay.
now it finally turned.
Okay.
So that's telling me that there's still strong momentum. Usually when the momentum is not that strong, you'll get it right away, right after the 30. 30
Mm-hmm.
30 will change, and then the 1 hour will come right after it. But the 1 hour didn't come, so there's a lot of uh, downward momentum still left. But this the first initial low, this this right here, I would have liked to see it right here, and that would have gave a good straight trade, with no hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
So this trade right here was basically straight off a 30-minute on down. The 1 hour didn't even take any consideration in this trade right here. This would have been a real scalp trade because you're using the momentum on your 30-minute, 10 and the 5 and the 1 to take that trade, which is risky. But since it's the first initial low,
Mm-hmm.
that's what made a good move to the upside. But this is ideal because they both turn at the same time. But this is just pretty much a double bottom. Second time it hit, so now it's being a little bit more, you know, sideways, back and forth.
Mm.
So a trade like this where we know we had a strong move down and we expecting some more movement to the downside, it's just let the market reset, uh, recycle, and get lined up again.
Mm.
That'll be the safer trade, and then you can catch more pips. And you can see that uh, the ADR is over here, so you
I,
still
I don't know how to
60,
use that.
60. No, you just set it on here.
Okay.
Let me show you indicator list. It's an excellent tool because you don't have to do any calculations at all.
Okay.
Okay, so the input output of it takes the average of the 14 days of
Okay.
movement. So it tells you on average. Uh, let's see where we at. It's 14 days. You could put 7 days, so it'd be a little bit more in tune with what the market is doing now. But I have it set to 14. It's not that off. So what it does, if it continues to calculate, right, as the market moves, right.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's telling you from the highest point of the market today to this point is an average daily range for this pair. So it's telling you it's 100 and it's a 157. So that's 128 pips from high to low. So if the market makes it over here, it don't move from high to low 128 pips. So that's the average, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So now if it wants to move back up from the low over here, it's going to be 128 also right here.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
as the market moves, it tells you how far you're away from an average range to the upside and the average range to the downside. So if we
Mm-hmm.
expect this to continue to move down, we still have uh, a possibility of good 70 pips still to the downside, or even more if
Mm-hmm.
it pulls back a little bit more. You still have some more room to the downside, 70 pips. If the market does a reversal and wants to go up, then you have the 100 pips,
Mm-hmm.
that you can
Okay.
take
Yeah.
advantage of
Yeah.
before it reaches its average daily range.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say from here to here, 112. So if you was trading right here, you would expect, okay, I would expect the market to move somewhere to up here. These lines will be up here somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then you have a smaller line down here somewhere. And sometimes you never get the range, it's just sideways. So you never reach the average daily range for that day. But the whole
Mm-hmm.
idea
Yeah.
is when the market is moving, it tends to move a specific amount from top to bottom, and this gives you your target of the amount, how much time how much more you have left from wherever you're at. So if I was trading this up here, we trade this down here. I could say to myself, okay, if I'm in the market here, I'm staying into the market until I hit my average daily range,
Mm-hmm.
which is over here. But if conditions change, then you're just not gonna make it there. So you have to be
Mm-hmm.
aware of that. But these are your targets for the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Assuming that the market's gonna move the average daily range that it usually moves every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all it is. You don't have to do any calculations or nothing. It's just built into it. And as the market moves, this will move too. You know,
Mm.
if
That's
this
right.
gets past this point, then this will start moving down and let you know that's from wherever you're at. That's gonna be your range. It won't stay there. So you don't have to calculate it. It does all the calculations for you. It moves the lines for you.
Is it a market indicator or
No, no,
one can
it's
get
it's
it?
a
Can you
yeah.
can you send it put on the page on the site on the Skype?
Yeah. Forgot the name. Average daily range projection. Data folder. It's trading service. I heard something. Uh, oh, this is the MQ4 file in case you need to make any changes. Oops. Any other pairs you looking at?
Well, Santiago, I know you told me to focus on six, but actually,
Oh, okay.
let me show you how I'm setting my my computer. I'm going to start.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know if you see my screen now. You see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
at this point we have the euro, euro Aussie, euro CAD, euro yen, euro New Zealand, euro dollar, and gold. Okay, and if I switch back once, I'm going to see, we are going to see the pound
Oh,
pairs. Yes,
Raphael, hold on one second. I'm
yes,
sorry.
no problem.
I just gotta make sure I don't have any.
Hello? Santiago?
Yes.
He's asking for the location of the loop. Okay, here you go. All right. The loop. Okay, stand by. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Thank you, Sir Miller. Sir Santiago. All right. Yes, sir. Yep. Okay, bye bye.
Okay. So yeah, that's done. Transmit. Okay, so just need to write down the name. I can find my pencil. So I had Williams, I had Thomas, and Sam. Okay. All right. So I've got a
So,
couple hour and a half before my next cut, so I'm free for a little bit.
good. So what we are doing is what you suggest is to choose the 10 hours and the 4 hour machine. Okay. And this morning was more like the pound yen, pound Aussie, pound New Zealand going short, and going long. We have like pound Swiss, Aussie yen. Well, they didn't match, but actually it's most that we are doing. So we have the pound pairs in this, and then we choose a wild card here, and we choose the Aussie dollar, the Aussie yen
Uh,
that I was playing short,
yeah.
cat Swiss, the H4 at that point I think was red, or H10 was red or blue, I don't know,
Mhm.
and we were looking, yeah, Swiss yen, New Zealand Swiss, and dollar cat, but now they change. So here I can, and what we are doing is like Costa is focusing some pairs, and I'm focusing in other pairs, and we are calling it, but we are like mm, having the possibility to have all those trades. But yes, we need to learn how to read the market structure, focusing in only few pairs. For the moment, we are learning at the system,
Correct.
and for the moment, well, I think it's okay. I don't know if Costa or Renata, you want only to focus in a few pairs, or I think I'm able to switch from one pair to another very fast. But of course, we need someone to call it, or but I'm trading and presenting at the same time, so I'm doing fine
Yeah, it's a little
because
harder. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's a
but
little more difficult for you.
yeah, but it's okay. I used to do it before, so and now I find out this, yes, that I can show pounds fast, euro very fast, and dollar and gold, sorry, and the wild one, you see. So it's like 18 pairs that we can very fast show, and and have some opportunity, because some people, they don't like the faster, like the pound or the Aussies pairs, but they are more like Aussie dollar or Aussie yen that they move. This Aussie yen was very nice. I was in this one, and the Aussie dollar also. I was in this Aussie dollar when the change here, it was like 10 pips, and it went like 15 pips, so it wasn't quite good. And this Aussie yen also. So you see 34 pips in this Aussie yen. The yen pairs all day drop very. And but yes, we are more focused in pounds and euros. So we're
Okay.
trying, yeah, because also Rajit that entered to the room early is very focused in pound Aussie, pound yen, and pound New Zealand, and the euro yen. So we said it like this, euro yen, pound Aussie. So like this, we can show all those trades.
Yeah.
And what is good is that we are many open eyes, so we can look very fast. So it's okay for me. I can look
It, it,
18,
it
18 pairs at the same
well
time.
it becomes easier when everybody's on the same page
Right,
and everybody knows what a good setup looks like.
right,
Then then it makes it easier to play more pairs.
right.
Um, because you feel comfortable when somebody says this pair is ready, that they've done the evaluation on that pair to say this is a good pair to trade.
And what is good is
Uh,
that Rajit was like early this morning, and we call it, and he said yes. It's like a validation of what we are looking. But I
correct.
feel good because we call it for him actually. So that's and I said yes, that's good one. He entered again also, and
Hmm.
I think that that is good when, as you say, we are all in the same page. It's for that reason that I don't want to show nothing else, nothing else. Only if you bring something else to the table, but only Rajid and Santiago, like yes, the dashboard, or I like this, to try to filter out a little more the the pairs that we are looking. But really, I
Correct.
want to let it very, very clear. And people, I think they're doing quite good. They understand. I understand.
Yeah, yeah. It's easy to understand. It's just a matter of getting the practice in to make
Right,
it more second nature.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doing this every day, that how we are doing it, and because we are not focusing a few pairs, and we have the opportunity to see more, many pairs, that we are not like looking, enforcing a trade. If we don't see the setup, we have a setup in 18 pairs. In any 18 pairs, we're going to find out a good setup. So
Yes.
that's what I'm just doing, trying to get those that they are really setting, and
Hmm.
that's it. I'm playing 25%, not much, and I'm doing one very 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 well. I'm doing let's see, 1% a day. That is
That's good.
innate. Yeah, that's it's really good for the. Let me see how I'm doing now. Yeah, almost a little more than 1%. It's my fourth day in this challenge. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I think in another week, I will be able to pass it. Mm. And because I'm caught in this kind of trade, but this kind of trade, if I let it run, I made my 2, 3, 4%, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And the gold one that we were yesterday, if I let it run like you did, I was like 8,000, 9,000 profit with really small stop loss, with really small risk. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the key thing. You see those opportunities like the euro yen. was perfect
Yes,
because both the H4 and the 1 hour peaked out at the same time.
right.
If you look at your filter,
Hmm.
Right.
How often happens such a good setup?
Very often, I
I
think.
yeah, it happens very often. It's especially when it's coming off a peak.
Hmm.
Yeah, you see, for example, this
You
trade
know,
was. Oh, sorry.
sometimes the H4 is just a little lags a little bit. It may come a little later, but you can tell even if the H4 hasn't turned color yet. Uh, it'll start off being a high today, so you are trading your 1 hour momentum,
Hmm.
and once you're in the trade, then the 4 hour kicks in. Then you know you're in there for a longer period of time.
Hmm. Okay.
So as long as you're on a playing off a high and you're following your 1 hour momentum, uh, your 4 hour eventually kick in.
Hmm.
It just makes it better when they're both kicking at the same time.
So, for example, this euro yen. So I was like playing 0.75% was
Uh-huh.
$750 in a 100,000 account. And if
Mhm.
I let it run, it's almost 5%. You see,
Yeah.
5%. So you are done. So you pass any
Just,
challenge
just with one pair.
only with one person, right? And because we are getting used and making this system uh, your own, because we have to make it your own, you have to feel it, you have to. So for the moment I'm not able to stay longer, but I'm going to have confidence to stay longer because the setup, they are very straightforward. And
It's just think about it like this, right? If if you're using the 1 hour, if you're using the 1 hour as your high and low of the session,
mhm,
and you're using your 30 minute to
mhm,
give you a heads up when
right.
things are about to change,
Hmm.
right? Then if you're saying, okay, this is the high of the session coming into the London, then at least stay in it until your 30 minute starts to change color.
Mm.
But that's your first indication that your 1 hour is going to be behind, for the lower of the session.
Hmm. Okay.
So here until here, let's see. Wow, it's the all move. So here, yeah,
So so
somewhere
so
here.
at least at least try to implement that, and then most likely you're going to catch the lower of the session anyway, because the 30 minute is the one that gives you your heads up that you know your 1 hour is getting ready to change.
Yeah, because when I'm here, for example, I move to break even, or here I move to break even,
Yeah,
and I let it
yeah,
go,
you're not.
and I set the normal stop to the 1 hour color change. And if I let it at that place, let's say that it changed somewhere here or here, it must be like 45, 46 pips, and I'm trading 10 lot size.
Mhm.
You see, it's huge. The risk
Go
reward is
go
huge.
go go down to your 1 minute. Okay, on your 1 minute you have your 30 and your 1 hour filter.
Yes.
So what I like to do is just on your 1 minute, every time it makes a peak formation, and then it breaks the previous low, you just move your stop over.
Oh, okay. So let's do that. So let's say I enter here. So this is my enter.
Correct.
So let's do it green. Okay, and then when you see when you see this, or what do you mean, in the 5 minute or in the 15 minute to move your stop?
No, first of all, you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm following this. I'm looking at my 30-minute filter
Okay.
and my 1 hour filter. They're both strong down, right?
Yes.
So now look at your chart.
Yes.
Every time you're 1 minute, no, the bar is on top.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Every time you're 1 minute makes a peak formation,
Like this. Okay.
and then when it moves and it breaks the previous low, then you move your stop over to that peak formation.
Okay.
So where you have your line now, right?
So I move here
That,
one. When I am here and I know this peak, or first of all here
yeah,
maybe.
you up there. So
Yeah.
now that you had a peak and it got broken, you move it to that peak.
Right. So I'm
That you got a
here.
peak, it got broken, yeah. Then it broke that low, you move it to there.
Yeah. Then I have this one, and maybe I let
Yeah,
uh, maybe here. Okay.
yeah.
And
You probably would
and
have gotten taken out.
yeah, it took me out here, but it's still a better trade than this one, and is 27 pips. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
So like that, you trail it, but you giving it some room,
Mhm.
and you trailing when you're 1 minute. So you're giving it a little bit of room for it to do
Right.
what it needs to do.
Right.
And you start getting a little bit more confidence of on how the market moves.
Right.
And then
Be-
the
because
next time you may just hold it to when your color of your candles change. That's when your 1 hour change.
somewhere here, I think.
So yeah, so when your because you won't start trading in the opposite direction until that candle changes color anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you got to think about it. If it hasn't changed color, then I'm not trading in the opposite direction. So why am I getting out if I'm not going to be trading in the opposite direction?
Right.
The,
Okay.
the only reason you're getting out is because the market has changed, and then it's starting to become tradable in the opposite direction.
Mm.
So as long as those candles are red, I feel comfortable trailing
Yeah.
it,
Right.
and giving it some room until it turns the candles turn black again or blue. Not
Mhm.
sure what color they have.
Yeah, I think I have to play more with the hour stop that is setting in the 1 hour at least, or
Uh-huh.
the 4 hour. Yes, because my exit could be somewhere here. So maybe protect, as you say, trailing it a little bit,
Uh-huh.
maybe to leave it more room to go and exit at this point when the one
And
hour change color.
and and maybe believe more in the color change on the filter. We're
Yes,
a little uncomfortable with it still, but if you would have your narrowed stop on filter color change on 1 hour, you would got. You should just rely on it.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. You see
nice.
the scan I told you to create. The
Yes.
I did the 4 hour, 1 hour, and 30 minute.
Mm.
See, it gave you a scan on the pound New Zealand instead of you go along, right?
Right.
Well, if you go to the pound New Zealand,
Yes. Here.
pound New
Yeah.
Zealand, you see everything is pretty much lined up.
Yes. And we
So
have
when
this.
that scan comes in, at least your filters should be lined up, and you could
That's
start looking to see if you comfortable taking the trade there or not.
that's a good one. Mm.
Like the New Zealand dollar gave a long also
New Zealand.
earlier, 11:30.
I don't have.
Oh, okay. I just see the pound cat gave a long about 20 minutes ago. 20, like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, because I
Pound cat.
set the color change of the filter, but it hit so much, so I didn't. Yeah, dollar cat. I see it. What else? The pound New Zealand. I see it. Yeah, I have to take off the color change because
Yeah.
I'm going to take it off.
Yeah. The whole idea was to, when that alarm goes off, you know that at least the 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 colors of the filter should be there. If it's tradable, that's a whole different, you know, you have
Right,
to make that determination.
right,
Well, at least it puts you when it gives you an alert when the filters are lined up in that direction.
right. Oh, that's
And
awesome.
not all not you can't take the the alert as a okay, I'm in. You have to
Right,
really see if it actually setting up to, if everything else is set up the way you want it to be set up. The pound New Zealand just happened to be, a good setup for a reversal
yes,
or a good trend trade.
yeah. We are 8 minutes to the end of the Asian session, so maybe for that reason. But
Yeah.
uh, so,
But the the actual the pound New Zealand, the 1 hour scan came in first. The 1 hour, 30
yeah,
minute, and 15 minute came in about 15 minutes ago.
yeah. That's the beauty because sometimes, and what happened with the scanner is that the a larger time frame is going to set up after in here, and the move is already done when you start having some good setup or your good signals in the scanner, but the move has already gone or started. Here, you can really start to look from the beginning of the move because most of the time, or the good setup, the larger time frame change first. So this blue color change first than the one. So you have all the time to start looking here and timing it right here for only 9 pips stop loss. That pound New Zealand is nothing, and you have already 15 pips. So you
Yeah.
almost 1 to 2 ratio. And this is, yeah, this we miss it, but this is excellent. This is excellent. And was the H1 that changed first, and not the one at the 5 minutes or something like that. Now you
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
good setup.
It takes in consideration the highest time frame.
Yes, yes,
As long as that one changed first,
yes,
it gives you some time for when the rest change.
right,
e- 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 Even when they all change, you still have enough time for a good entry.
right. Because the
It gives you the
1551,
heads up.
yeah, the 1551, it doesn't give you that flexibility. So the movie has already gone before you can enter early. Mm.
I mean, it's because on the 1551, if you set the 1551 to color change only, it can do similar.
Mm.
It'll give you a better heads up.
Okay.
Whatever when you set the 1551 to the cross, that's after the fact. That the market has been moving.
Mm.
You know, so it's all on how you put the settings and how you view the indicators.
Right.
To me, the momentum starts whenever any of the indicators turn color.
Mm.
My momentum doesn't start when it crosses over the zero line. It's when it actually changes color,
Right. Right.
and that gives me, because I can't trade quick. quickly. I need time to evaluate and give me my time to set up and get into my trade.
Okay.
So that spur of the moment, the trade is there. It's like I don't like to do that because and you make mistakes like that. Well, at least I make mistakes like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I like enough heads up to see the trade materialize and set up. That gives me my best entries. You know,
Mhm.
I can plan ahead and actually get good risk to reward ratios.
Right. You still are hoping for going short?
Yes, I
Uh,
hope for it will reverse.
huh.
Oh wow! I mean, it could
It
still
may
reverse because
it may treble.
But it can push. You have to be
It
careful.
can move. Yeah, I'm not entering.
But you are already in.
Oh, this I lost. Took me out.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully
so
you're out.
if
No.
what time frame? Go to your 1 hour time frame.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so the 1 hour is basically doing a two ball retracement.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
there
to
is still potential for this thing to come
going short.
down,
Yes.
right? But you also got to look at it's coming off a three ball on the bottom
Mm-hmm.
and not on the bottom,
On the
Ah,
top.
like
sorry,
your
sorry.
left.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's coming off a three ball on the coming off a three ball, and now it's doing a retracement so
Mm-hmm.
that three ball on top can be taken out. So that's the risk that you take. That
Mm-hmm.
this could be a continuation to or move
Okay.
up.
Right.
If you're lucky, if you're lucky enough, it'll follow the last three ball configuration and it'll just you know stop at a point and then take that move down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then you'll be able to make your money back and then some.
Oh,
I hope
uh,
so. I lost some.
oh, you can do this. No, we are going to make a lot of money with this strategy. So, and this would be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two options you have as far
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
now. That what it may do.
And that is what Santiago means, Renata, to have a plan going long and going short. And for that, he is right. You need like to be focusing a few pairs because if it go, it
We
can go
can.
anywhere. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can have a plan for any side.
Mm-hmm.
That's very very
So like if you think like the market, you're in the London session
Mm-hmm.
and the London session gave you a low. So now you shift your mentality to the upside to
Okay.
continue
Yeah.
that
I
upside
can see.
that
Yeah.
up that upward move. So you playing off the London low to continue that move until that ball either takes that three ball on top or that two ball stops and reverses. And so now if the two ball stops and doesn't take that three ball out, then you'll be playing off the high of the New York session. It's
mm,
probably going to go into the New York session. And if you have a setup of the high in the New York session, right, and the high of the day,
Mm-hmm.
then you say, okay, the three ball didn't get taken out. Now I have to change direction and now go short. And now I may be able to go all the way down and follow through with that 1, 2, 3 from the top to the bottom.
But it has to take though this tray ball first.
I'm
No,
sorry, Renato, what you say?
I'm 1 minute trader, and it took the treble on the London time, and won't it be going down now? Now 1 hour is
Uh,
changing color.
Yeah, the one
on
hour
one
is
minute.
yeah.
On 1 minute.
This is the end of of the Asian session. So this
Mm-hmm.
could be a spike. Uh,
Right.
Okay.
People
But wait,
taking profit or closing
correct.
positions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, this you have a three ball on your what's that, your 1 hour? No, that's your one
One
minute.
hour. 1 minute.
Yeah. I'll be more concerned on the 15 minute. What do I have on the 15 minute? You should have a
Okay.
three ball on the 15 minute.
Right.
Yeah. I I I I don't put too much weight on the three ball on the 1 minute.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
No.
why
Okay.
that's why on my 1 minute I don't have a 1 minute ball. I have a 15 minute ball.
Good. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to set it like this. And actually, I'm not paying attention neither to the 15-minute balls. I'm paying to the 1 hour ball. So yeah, this is the ball that I'm interested to go short until he has been repainted or break it. For the moment, yes. So most of the time, I will looking for short.
Yeah. But a two ball on the 1 hour is going to be equivalent to a a three ball on the 15 minute. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right now you
okay.
so right now you're waiting for on the 1 hour you're waiting for the two ball retracement to finish, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You have a little you're waiting for the blue ball. I mean the two ball retracement to finish,
Mm-hmm.
which is a three ball on the 15 minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's why on the 15 minute I just try to trade the yellow balls, right?
Right.
Because my yellow ball on the 15 minute would be at times the yellow ball on the 1 hour and the two balls on the 1 hour, what I want to trade anyway. So when I'm on my 1 minute, I'm only looking for yellow balls for turnaround points because that's equivalent to my 15 minute.
Mm-hmm.
I like the pound Swiss. I see it in the dashboard that change to red and everything, the 12 hour, the 10 hour, everything's red. The 4 hour is changing still. Yeah, this is the three ball that I will be interested in the 1 hour.
Right.
How many pips is this? This is a 5 minute entry for 12 pips. I'm going to take this one, guys. Okay. 0.25. Okay. I mean,
So is that what you're using the trade manager? You had to pay for that?
yes, only one one time, and it's yours for life. So it's 99 euro, $9, sorry. And you
Uh-huh.
have so now, for example, this trade, when I get one ratio win, is going to move to break even. I don't have to be in front of the computer. Okay. And as you see, I set it automatically 1 to 3 ratio. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But I can move the stop loss when I'm in win very fast or close 50%. Or if I have many position open, I can close those that are in profit, those that are in loss only, or all of them. Okay. So you can set your risk in risk balance, percent of risk balance or cash. Okay, so for example, I want to only $100, and it's going to calculate your lot size. Then you can take profit one, take profit two, and you can set it in the close of the by lot or the percent of your position, the size of your position, and also the distance ratio one, let's say 2 to 1, or pips or percents of win. So you can and also if it goes against you, you can close, make partial close. That's really really good when he goes against you to close a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Rafa- Rafael, this manager, it's an air. How can you have both your Norwood stop together with this one?
Actually, I have to have in another platform the normal
Oh,
stop.
yeah,
So
okay.
and
You
I'm
have
going.
to have
Yeah.
another platform. This I was thinking
Yes.
would be
So
a way.
for example, let's do that. So I have this platform, okay, and let's set the normal stop filter in what is it? Okay, so I'm going here and I'm going to take off this spur, and this is the NS stop filter,
Okay. Yeah,
and
I thought it would be the way to have two
the,
platforms.
the current 1 hour, fade, no, false, true, false,
It-
and the weight price, yes, weight price.
What,
When the
what was
one
the
hour,
pair you got? You you got into the pound Aussie, right?
right now, pound Swiss, and this, I don't know, pound Aussie, we did that one.
Oh no, you use pound Swiss. I thought you got into the pound Aussie. I was like, why did you get into pound Aussie when it's moving
Yeah,
up?
so,
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have saw a different thing.
okay, you see it?
Pound Swiss. Yeah,
So,
I see it now. Pound Swiss.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Okay. That
trying,
that, that makes sense.
yeah, I'm trying to play by the rules. So here, and let's see the 1 minute. Yeah, I entry right here at the same time. Let's see how that play. So I have both. When I have one ratio, it's going to move to break even, and then it's going to close it when the 1 hour change color, or take me out in my profit.
Okay. I think I buy this thing myself also. So,
You buy everything.
yeah, I do. But because it's much better than mine.
Mm. Yeah, it's very easy to set it, and the guy that make it, he make many improvement, because you can set even the stop loss based in ATR, and I don't know how to use it, but you know how to use it. And also you can make the 14 ATR in the time frame that you are using it. So you can select the time frame and the ATR of that time frame, and he set automatically your stop loss away one to
One or
one
okay,
or two
1.5.
ATR. Yeah, 1.5 ATR of that time frame. Yeah. Let me see if I can show. Here the for eight. Yes, you can set pips or ATR,
Okay.
but I don't know how to use ATR. So
But we go after small stop losses, so this pips is maybe better.
uh, Well, guys, I'm going to call it for the day for
Yeah.
this session. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say this is a prime example when the 1 hour saddles you was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
now you that saddle indicates that you're coming off the high of the session.
Okay.
Right.
So you made the low of the session, and the saddle becomes your high of the session.
Okay.
And now it's attempting to make a new low of the session. If it doesn't make the new low, then uh, you get out the trade. But
It could be
it
a
looks like
support.
it's gonna if the trend is just saddle, so you expect one at least 2 to 3 bars in a specific direction. That should might push it past the initial low of the day, or at least it'll attempt to do that.
Mm.
But yeah, that's a perfect example of a saddle. The market not continuing to go up, and it saddles, and then it gave you an opportunity to go short.
Right. And we have a very straightforward entry in the 5 minute and the 1 minute.
Yeah, I would definitely just play off the 1 minute on because it's such a quick turnaround. So the 1 minute is going to give you the best
Okay.
option.
Okay.
So you had great entry. You had a perfect entry.
That's good for and I'm recording it.
Oh.
Okay, guys, I'm having a lot of fun with this strategy. Thank you again, Santiago. I cannot feel, if not grateful because of this, and I think we are making big progress in our trading. Mm,
Oh,
Thank you.
definitely. I think everybody is. I know myself. I have.
Mm,
Um, I've been at this for so long, and it's like finally
Yes,
I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And it
yes,
it looks simple, and the genius lies in the simplicity. So
right.
it's
Correct.
genius system.
Santiago, let me ask, how long did it take to create this strategy?
Uh,
Because it is
it,
too
it
smart and too easy to understand.
well, it's a matter of putting what I've learned throughout the years. But as far as creating the strategy, it was putting everything together was probably uh, at the beginning of the year I started playing around, but the last few months is when I really hunkered down and started to put everything together.
But Santiago has
Ju-
has a years of experience, so it's not just 2 months. It's also those years back.
yeah,
Mm,
well, I put everything that I know and what I wanted to see in a chart.
mm,
What was the most important things that I needed to know to make a good high probability decision, and I just hunker down and try to figure out everything I wanted to know. I needed either indicator or something to tell me that this is doing that. And once I found that, everything just fell into place. But it's been like at the beginning of the years when I really started playing around with these indicators, the way that I'm using it now. It's just not now. It's when I really, I don't know, maybe a light bulb went off my head, and I started utilizing the indicators a lot
mm.
better, for what they really are, and they're not just momentum. You can do multiple things with it to allow you to make those better decisions in the market.
Okay, as you can see, my panel bring my stop loss to break even. So I set it to
Oh,
two
that's
pips.
nice, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, what What's the name of that again? Or if you
I
can put
send
it
it.
in the chat.
Yes,
Yeah, send it to.
I'm going to send it again.
I like that because it does everything for you.
Yeah.
So let me see. Okay, I said it again. I send it again.
Uh,
Okay, guys, I'm going to call it for the day. Excellent session today. So I think we are going to still improving. And thank you everybody to come and make this to learn about more about this strategy. Thank you, Santiago, to be here.
no problem.
Okay,
And
see you
yeah,
too. Yeah.
Thank
the
you.
color.
Good day.
Thank you.
All right, Costas.
Bye.
Bernetta.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Santiago.
Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you
See
guys
you.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.